there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Inside the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Catch made by the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What would the offense choose to do at this point? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
I get being upset for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Second down after that previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So they'll spot the ball near the 15-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 36.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They did some good things in the last drive. Moved it a long way, but eventually stalled out. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said. We see it every NFL Sunday, what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but, man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Short pass, finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's an option look. In the clear at the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Can he make it to the marker? And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain, nice play there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
He's brought down out at the 46. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
But another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Fights through the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And he's got it again. And the freshman brings him down quickly. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. And they pick up the first on the ground.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the run here. Lets it go. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Ducks are in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Second down and goal. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Defense not pressing this time. That's a design quarterback keeper. Across the 40 now. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. He'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half, made some good adjustments, good awareness there on that 3rd down play, and now it sets up a 4th down.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away, and he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. He'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Physical run earns the first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Testing the right side here. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's first and 10. Keeping it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Picks up the first down and still going. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, what a day for this quarterback. If you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over 100 yards for the game. And this defense has had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps today.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The big fullback's got it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Fighting off the tackler. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Throws to the tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Bringing pressure. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And the catch is made in the end zone for 2 points.
Man, I'm a little bit surprised that they went for 2 instead of kicking it to tie it up. But here we are in the second half. They decided to roll the dice, and this time it's in their favor as they take the lead by a point.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The Last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's in the clear. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown Tigers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he makes it into the end zone for the two-point conversion. That makes it a touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he steps at it after reaching the 30. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made on the right side.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. like their odds of closing this game out.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They can't stop him. That's good for a first down near the 40. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a quick grab, and they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Ducks line it up with 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
I'll tell you what, Chris, with this touchdown, never say never. You know, we're under 15 seconds to go, but with that touchdown, at least you're giving yourself a chance with an onside kick. If you recover it, who knows, a Hail Mary, maybe you got a chance to win the game.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go as he's being hit. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, the coach is kind of expected to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.